And good morning and welcome back. As severe weather moves in this morning, we now join Twin States News for breaking weather coverage this morning. As we go to radar, this morning we have now received a tornado warning as we go to this. This is going to be Newton County. Let's pull this up where everybody can see what is going on. This is going to be until 7:45. The National Weather Service has issued a a tornado warning for southern Newton County until 7:45. A few moments ago, radar confirmed a large, extremely dangerous tornado located 7 miles southeast of Forest, moving at 50 miles an hour. This is going to be moving into the Lawrence and Roberts area by 7:15. So about 3 to 4 minutes it will be in that area, and then this will make its way right onto the Newton area by 7:25. This will eventually make its way toward the Chunky and Hickory area. So here's what we've got this morning. Let's turn on locations and take a look at this. As I looked at what the National Weather Service was telling us just a few moments ago, let me go back and glance over what they told us with this. This is a possible confirmed tornado with large, extremely dangerous winds involved with it. 45-mile-an-hour gust with it inside this. Wind up to 70 miles an hour, hail included with this. So I want everyone to take this as a very serious matter as we look at this. Now let's go back to radar and pull up everything and show where we are and what we've got. If you're in Newton County, you need to seek shelter now to your safe place where you go. And let's turn on locations here where everybody can see where we are with the storm, of what the outlines are. As we pull this up, when we move over to Newton County, here we go. This is going to go up to just shy of reaching Turkey Creek. This will come across from about where the Welcome Center is. If you're in Scott County, just barely past the Welcome Center eastward toward Newton County is what we have. All of these are lightning areas. Now, this eastern side of Newton County, not under a threat yet. The rain has not made it across there. Our watch box starts right here at this Newton County line coming from Scott County. And as we mentioned, we'll be here at Lawrence here in the next few moments. If you're anywhere here south of Turkey Creek, south of the high school, Newton County High, if you're south of there, all the way to the county line, all the way over to Chunky, go to your safe place now. Make sure that you're there. And as we've mentioned several times, if you have a football helmet, if you've got a bicycle helmet, put these on. In case a tornado was to hit your home and you were to be thrown, this would protect your head. 90% of people that are hurt in tornadoes, it is due to head damage. And we want to make absolutely sure that you're safe as you can be. Seek that shelter now as we come across with this. Now, we have a storm that is moving. As we look here, this is going to be coming out of Newton, Scott County, and approaching here, the southern portion here. But all of this lies. Now, we've got a lot of rain in Newton County above this storm. It's under a thunderstorm warning, so is Lauderdale County as we watch this. Now, Lauderdale County, as we look at this storm, the rain has not made it here yet, but it is slowly coming across from Newton County. All of this, a very dangerous storm as we watch it. Now, if you've got reports of where you are, if you're watching on TV, you can also join us online. It's easy to do at Scotty Ray's Weather. You can find that online, or you can join us on YouTube at Sam Media. You can be able to comment with us as we come across with this. Good morning to y'all. I was looking to see if we had any damage reports or anything to that nature that we're showing here. Now, let's zoom in and look at some of these streets here and things that are going on in Newton County. Again, we've got thunderstorm warnings for Clark, northern Clark, that cuts across right here at the county line, goes north into Lauderdale County to the Kemper County line. All of this severe thunderstorm warning. But here's our main concern that we're watching right now in the immediate area is this tornado warning. And we got a lot of rain in the northern portion. There's Highway 15. If you're leaving out of downtown Newton and you're going 15, this is going to be very hard to see. So much rain is pouring down. We come down, and let's look at this. This is that west side of this, of where we were warned that this tornado could be coming across. Here's I-20. This is North Side Drive. As you get here to the Lawrence Post Office, and, of course, that gas station right down from it, right beside it there, heavy, heavy rain with this. And, again, this is the potential of the tornado moving through this area here. We've had lightning strikes. This was 4 minutes ago. Anything that you see on radar with these yellow streaks are definitely strikes that have touched the ground. as we see here in Newton County. They've struck. This was at 7:02 about 10 minutes ago, and this comes across at 7:06, and this was 4 minutes ago. Lightning strikes. As we get closer into the Newton, 7:09, a lightning strike there. Now we're starting to see rain here, pretty heavy rain here south. Here's I-20. As we come across, this is going to be Myers Processing is where this is. You can't miss that. But heavy rain there on down to Liberty, Calhoun in these areas, Pilgrim and Grove, Bethel. Y'all have got rain moving pretty quickly into your neighborhood. Now, all of this area, if you're looking at this, Ebenezer, as this tornado warning, as we look at this now, has been canceled for the west side of Scott County. The eastern side of Scott County has been canceled. They've moved this further east as it comes across. This is now the tornado warned area picks up right here at Lawrence. It will go down to Pilgrim Grove. Just due north of Liberty is where this will come across. Taking in Poplar Springs. It will take in all of Hickory and Chunky to the county line here at Lauderdale County, go northward. This area here around Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm is involved in the tornado warned area. And it goes up to the Center Ridge area. And then from Center Ridge here at Lauderdale County, this is going to go back west, right across Blunt Store area, Lebanon. Now, again, here's Newton County High. This is downtown Decatur where East Central Community College is. This is not in the tornado warned area. It's going to be just south of there on Highway 515. Pine Bluff is a good place to mark this. The Lazy Boy plant, y'all are included in this. Also, Rose Mobile Homes, if you're in the area here, hasn't made it to you yet, and we remind you with these storms that are rain wrapped, as we talked last night to Storm and Norman, as these come across these tornadoes today. They're rain wrapped. A lot of times you can't see them, and they dip down very quickly. We want you to be well aware of this. Again, I cannot stress, if you're anywhere from here, the city limits of Newton, Hickory, Chunky, these areas, get to your safe place at this point now. We're looking here. This rain, as you'll see here, 20. This is, all right, let's see, 719. That just done the latest update, making sure that we've got the very latest of information that has come across. Let's see here. Debbie Evans, thank you for watching. Tina Chisholm joins us there. All right, here's our big picture that we look at. Oh, there, girl. All right, Madison joins us as she kind of watches everything from that side of the room as we watch this. Again, still a tornado warning as we look at this until 7:45 a.m. this morning. We watch this very closely as it comes across. We are starting to see a little bit of this area here on the backside of this breakup and not be as bad. They've moved this easterly. Now, Lauderdale County only under a severe thunderstorm warning. I know I'm seeing a lot of comments about the schools and school buses, and if they're in these areas, they need to seek shelter immediately here. If your child has not gotten on the school bus at this point, y'all need to seek shelter in these areas. It is not safe to drive in any of this area when these warnings are issued. Let's turn this off to where you can see the big picture of both counties here of what we've got. As you can see, this is slowly making its way toward the Lauderdale County area. Will this be reinstated for Lauderdale County? We don't know yet. We're watching this with the National Weather Service. And let me check here to make sure they haven't updated anything new. They have not. From the National Weather Service, making sure that they didn't put out some new BOLO that I was not aware of as we watch this. That's refreshing. As we speak there with the latest information. Madison, have we gotten any comments from anyone that I have not addressed on that side of the room?
People are saying that they really wish that school would have had a delayed start this morning, and they're worried about their kids, going to school in this weather. They're asking about any more school delays, if there's any updated from this morning.
No, I have not gotten a single delay at this point. And let me check, just while we're live here, I'll check my email to make absolutely sure that this is nothing that has come in.
It's very nice to wake up and you just hear tornado warnings going off left and right, isn't it? It's very comforting.
It's been some weather this morning. This all started about 3 a.m. if you're joining us. Let's go back to radar now and show everybody what we've got here. Let me pull this up where you're watching at home, no matter where you are, to keep track of this. Now, as you see here, this is the tornado warning that is in Newton County. We watch these areas down here. This is another tornado warning. This is moving northeasterly. We could have some areas here, Clark County, in the next little bit that could be affected by all of this. Too early to tell, but these are systems that are developing to the southwest as we put this into motion. Let me show you this, how this is moving. As you'll see here, this will make its way right through Clark County in the next little bit and then through Lauderdale County. So although this storm here is off and not affecting us right now, it will in the future make its way here. So heads up, this weather is not over. We want you to be well aware. Now, this is the first time you're watching. Welcome. We're glad that you're part of this weather coverage with us this morning. At the end of the day, our job is to keep you safe. And that's what we're doing this morning. Let's zoom back in on this tornado warning that we've got here just to the west of us, Newton County, as we watch all of this. And again, this is going to expire at 7:45. So we've got 15. We add another 5 to that. We're looking at 22 minutes or so remaining on this as we track this storm here. Slowly moving across the county as I look for updates. And let me turn this down where I can see here a little bit easier there. Last updated there at 7:22. Let's refresh this. I want to make sure that the data, as it comes in as quickly as we can get it there for you. Here's what we got over the city limits of Newton. Right there is where our watch box area is. Hickory, Chunky, do you live in these areas? If so, get to your safe space. Now, we've got this, Decatur. All these areas here, as we've talked about, this is Highway 15 as you go out of Newton past Lazy Boy. It's going to be some horrific driving weather that you have to go through. Barely can you see. This stretch here, after you get right past the exits where you get off here at Chunky, the rain is going to come up on I-20. And y'all, please keep this in mind. If you're traveling east or west on this, we get a lot of traffic and a lot of damage because of wrecks that happen with the road that cups and holds this water. You multiply this with the wind that is coming in with this tornado warning, and that makes I-20 a very dangerous place. We've seen so many of these wrecks happen. As you follow 15 here, this is 2-lane. If you don't have to drive, wait this out. Get to a safe place. Stay at home. Don't leave if you can. Be protected. Highways are not safe during these storms. We don't at this point have storm tracks to follow with this. It is just a radar indicated at this point. Now, we just got this updated. If you live in the city limits of Newton, it has moved just east of you, this tornado warning. Moved a little bit closer to the Lauderdale County line. We don't know if they will extend this for Lauderdale County, if what the National Weather Service is thinking. But let's zoom in on this and give you a closer, detailed look at where these storms are right now, what they're tracking, what they're doing.
Someone said they're driving on 503 from Decatur to I-20. They said it's a horrible downpour. The roads are flooding.
I can see that. Very bad through there. All right, here's what we're looking at, Newton County. Lazy Boy Plant is the line of where the tornado warning picks up. If you're working at Lazy Boy this morning, stay in your safe place. This will go south across I-20. We're going to follow this down. Here's Poplar Springs area. Here's Liberty. This tornado warning is just due north of you in the Liberty community, and this will follow along on Wicker Ware Road. Take in Lucy Lane. This is going to go due east toward the Lauderdale County line. Now, here's Hickory. You see that right there, right downtown Dollar General there, right in that area, all of that. We follow this right over here to Chunky. This is going to be just shy of touching the Lauderdale County line of what they still have in this warned area. Chunky Duffy Road, if you live in that area. Anywhere around Chunky, up through New Providence. As we look at Lazy Acres, Christmas Tree Farm, that area, all of that is under this tornado warned area. Blunt Store. All right, we just got a new warning. Let me back out, and we're going to do a refresh and see what we've got here. Again, live as we track these storms to see what we've got here. I want to make sure the absolute latest. We're going to give this just a second and do another refresh. All right, let me check my inbox here of what we've got. Let's go here. Severe thunderstorm warning for Jasper County is what we've got. That's just been issued for Jasper County. And let's go back over and look at this here. This is going to be right in this area here. Let's pull this back up. Jasper County under a severe thunderstorm warning now. And as you well know, we've got this also for Clark County now. A tornado watch there. And we look here. This northern portion of Clark County now with Lauderdale County under this severe thunderstorm warning. Jasper got added in with this also as we look across here to Jasper County with the severe thunderstorm warning. We have still our most dangerous storm that we've got is right here. We want to pay close attention to it if we follow this. Lots of comments. We do appreciate all the information that everybody is passing around. These areas here around Newton, we want to make absolutely sure that you're aware of the bad situation that we've got over there. Could be damage in this area. Let me go back and see what we've got, the latest from the National Weather Service of what they're passing along to us on this. Observed hail. We've got a bunch of that. Again, I've gotten several radar indicated possibilities of tornadoes there around the Newton area as this has come across this morning. We don't want to take anything for granted here. If you're over here in this neck of the woods in Newton County, take this as a very, very serious threat. Do not come out of your safe space if you're anywhere. And let's look at our lines of what the National Weather Service has given us. This is the watch box area. This is downtown Newton of where this original tornado warning started and moved across. The threat is not over by any mean. We do see that south we have some more weather coming up here. Let's zoom in on these roads here. Again, if you live Poplar Springs area, seek cover. Hickory, anywhere on this I-20 corridor, if you were going to be traveling this morning, hold off if you can and wait out storms. Let's don't travel unless you absolutely have to. Wait this out, get to your safe space, and don't travel this morning. These tornadoes are very dangerous here. All right.
It's pretty bad in Stonewall right now.
Yeah, Stonewall's getting that rain. Right here, this Hickory area is what we want to focus on. This storm is approaching the Hickory area. If you're watching in Hickory, don't wait around. Let's get to your safe space right now. We have had radar indicated that this is a very, very dangerous storm right through here. Now, I have not gotten confirmation of damage. If you're in there and you live in these areas and if you've seen anything as it's passed your home, post that so we can pass this along to others and let them know what is going on with this. All right, we look at these storms. Now, this is joining Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County still only under a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. But let me remind you, as this storm crosses, if you live in this western side of Lauderdale County, have your plan ready. They have not issued a tornado warning for Lauderdale County, but I want you to be aware of what's coming, what's out there. Be prepared before it gets to you. This is a very dangerous storm. Let's go in here. All right. We go back here, Newton County, as we follow this along this morning. The shear winds have not fired back off. We have gotten several reports here from the National Weather Service that these are radar indicated, possibly could be on the ground approaching the Hickory area right through here. This is where the sails are. And let's look at these streets as this narrows down of what we've got here.
Someone said trees down and damage to buildings near M. Dot on Highway 80 in Newton.
Yep. That would be right back over here. So Mississippi Department of Transportation possibly has damage is what we're getting there. All right, Pine Springs area. Let's zoom in on this. If you live anywhere here on Airport Road in Newton County, you need to be in your safe places. We come across here. Jefferson Street, seek shelter now. This area is well defined now. As to what area this tornado is in. All right, what we're looking at, if you're on the screen watching us right now, this is I-20. Anywhere south of I-20, all right, we just got another one, and this could be for Lauderdale County as we watch this. Jones Junior College, this is going to be Jones County, is going to be under a tornado warning now.
Is this heading toward Lauderdale County, all of this?
Yes, all of this is moving in this direction toward this area. This is moving to the northeast. Down in this area is our new tornado warning right there, Laurel, Hattiesburg. So our friends just south of here, that is a tornado warning there. A lot of shear winds involved with that, 58 miles an hour. All of this area moving to the northeast. Let's put this in place so you'll see how this moves across this morning as we watch this. As you'll see, this is all going to move into here and then on into Alabama. We'll watch this storm as well. But as you see here, these storms here moving northeasterly will move right back up through here. Clark County, you're getting a lot of rain. But we cannot focus enough on Newton County and this western side of Lauderdale County. Although Lauderdale has not gone under the warned area at this point, we want you to be on your utmost weather alert that you can be as we zoom in on this. Now, these areas here that join here, Hickory is under the gun now. I am getting... let me go back here and look at this. We've had signature debris around Highway 80. We've had shear winds of about 80 miles an hour is what we've picked up on that. As I look here, all right, we look here, observed tornado north of Newton is what we got a little bit earlier. As we looked, that would have been right up here above the Lazy Boy in that area there north of Newton. Okay, that area over there has been canceled. Let's do a reboot here. Let's get this the utmost. All right, the warned area has come out. All right, let's look at that. All right, they have canceled that tornado warning. That threat has died down. Oh, that within 60 seconds ago, that has died down. We now still have a severe thunderstorm warning. For Lauderdale County, we have this for Newton County still remaining. Now, we are getting word that there is damage back in this area. We'll be watching this closely, getting all the updates that we can from the Newton County area. We'll watch this. This is another cell that we want to watch. As you'll see, these areas here could be headed toward the Clark County area and then on into the southern portion of Lauderdale County. We'll watch that. Continuing thunderstorm warning, though, for us until, let me pull this up here. This is going to be until 8:30 for Lauderdale County. So we've got an hour remaining on this thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County as we watch this. And again, it's not a tornado warning. Newton is in the clear now, as Sheila said. So what we do is we will see what we've got as far as the wind damage that rolled through here of these different areas back here through Newton where this tornado warning was issued from that western side of the county across. We've gotten several reports on this. Let's move in on here. Let me do another update here and follow what we've got. All right. Again, no tornado warnings for the Meridian area. We're down to northern Clark County. We've got northern Jasper County under a severe thunderstorm warning, taking in all of Lauderdale County and the eastern side of Newton County, still under this severe thunderstorm warning. As you see these storms that are coming out of Newton County, which has expired for that tornado warning, now moving into Lauderdale County, heavy rain there. We'll watch this area down here. Zoom in on this is what we've got. This is the Heidelberg area. This is going to be headed for the Pachuta area in the next little bit. We do have some strong winds with that 81-mile-an-hour shear winds back down in these areas around Collins, which will be moving in as we come up here through Jasper County and then into Clark County and then that eastern side of Lauderdale County, the warned area. We do have tornado warnings down here around Jones County. But again, for our area right now, we're down to a severe thunderstorm warning. That's how it's shaping up at this point. Should this turn into more, we'll come back with more coverage on this. We'll follow this all morning for you to keep track of it. We'll be on this. It's going to be a weather morning until the system moves out of our area across here. We will now back off of our coverage on Twin States News and join regular broadcasting now on Twin States News. You can continue to follow us here for more coverage on Facebook and YouTube. Now, for those of us that, as we went back to regular broadcasting there, we're going to watch this. We're going to be kicking off the morning show here in roughly about 20 minutes from now. And we will follow this weather as it comes across. All right, we got another warning. Let's see what we've got now. Let's update and see what the new one we've got. All right, Collins area. All right, let's go back over here and pull back up radar. Make sure this had time to update on absolutely everything that we have shaking this morning with this weather. It has been one, hasn't it? Very heavy. We're still watching as we go back down here to our, let me pull up radar here where you can see here. This is storm systems that we're watching very closely here to the south of the Meridian area. Here's Meridian, Clark County, all of this. As we look at Clark County, a severe thunderstorm warning and flash flood warning still in effect for Clark County. There are a lot of rain there, these watch boxes that comes across. Right here is the latest tornado warning that's down in the Laurel here. That's going to last until 8:15 if you live in that area. You need to be in your safe space, definitely, as we watch this. Now, can this move up? Absolutely. This is a pretty nasty storm as we look at this. These areas are going to be affected by this. Are going to be Bay Springs, Vernon, Acme. We've got shear winds of this about 80 miles an hour. This is all up on the Laurel area. And this will move in here in the next little bit. Here's Clark County. This will move in to the Jasper County area eventually here, slowly moving across. Again, for the Lauderdale County area, we're still under a severe thunderstorm warning. That will expire at about 8:30 this morning. So we've got 45 minutes or so still remaining on that. Kemper County out of this. No warnings for y'all at this point. We're showing that Neshoba County starting to break up. Highway 19, we still have some rain there. Kemper County, Knoxville County, we get up in these areas here east of Macon, rain here happening. Lauderdale County, the rain is on its way. If it's not raining where you are, we've got rain out in the Collinsville area right now. Let's turn on locations where y'all can see this and kind of follow along with what we've got this morning. We pick up this Highway 494. This is going to be out right about where Freeman Tractor is, from there on Highway 494 all the way over when you go into Newton County to Little Rock. Y'all be careful on that stretch there. That's 2-lane road. Around the Piggly Wiggly, we're now seeing some heavy rain around West Lauderdale High School, out to West Lauderdale Elementary, out to Chet's in these areas, and cutting across. Even up here on Arkadelphia Baptist Church, we've got tons of rain. Now, east of Samdale Monument, showers out toward NAS Meridian. As we look at eastern Lauderdale County, we got Toomsuba with heavy showers, but heavier rain out to the west coming from Newton County as we watch this very closely. That's a lot of rain. Look here, y'all. As it comes in, again, the threat of the tornado has died down, which is good news. The warning has expired. We have had several reports of trees down in these areas. Now, let me check this. Let me pull up and check what we've got as far as weather power outages as we look at this. Current outages with EMEPA, not so bad. We're looking at 34. Let me pull this up so you can see this.
Too bad.
No, that's not bad at all. All right, let me pull this up. This is Southern Pine and Mississippi Power. Let's look at these two also as we pull this up. Here we are. As we look at Mississippi Power, we've got 874 customers out, and this is for the entire state in this area here. We come over to Southern Pine, and as you'll see here in Newton, there's a lot of power outages out as this storm came across, and this is a good indication of what has happened in the Newton area. This western side here, right here, just west of Newton, 145 without power, 16 here, 60 people in this area. This shows you the line of damage as it came across here. And we can see as it cut off about right there on the east side of Newton. So right in these areas here is heavy power outages there in Newton. And then again, as we get back into EMEPA, we're not showing near as many as that. Clark County has 2 outages and Neshoba County has 23. Gives us a great indication of what we've got back out to our west. Let's go back over to radar, make sure nothing has changed as we follow these storms this morning. And here's what we got. Again, just a severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County until 8:30 this morning. Let's see here.
So the rain is getting pretty heavy at Clarkdale School.
All right, we want to watch this area here. I'm getting reports that we need to pay close attention to these storms on the western side of Lauderdale County right in here. We want to pay special attention to that area there also. All right, let me look here, make sure I hadn't gotten an update from this area here. Large trees are down across US 80, just east of Ford Avenue in Newton. I've got that. Went back up to 736. That was a while ago down in Collins.
People, Al said, confirmed tornado coming to Lauderdale on Highway 80.
All right, we're going to watch that. We do have a lot of trees down in that area as I'm looking at all of this.
Tornado sirens going off and stuff, you know?
We do not have, let me do a fresh reboot here and make sure that and then we'll pull radar back in. I have not gotten any new warnings. All right, here's the latest that I'm showing here on radar. Lauderdale, Newton County now has expired. We've got Lauderdale County under a severe thunderstorm warning, and also we've got the northern portion of Clark County and also this Jasper County area. In Newton County, we're only got a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. Let's see. US 80 is completely blocked at this point. Do not travel US 80, completely blocked at this point. Visual and storm only. No warnings of what we've got as radar indicates that. So these areas here, Highway 80, can't travel them at this point. Now, we do not know about, I have not gotten any reports about I-20 this morning, but if we're looking at 80, there could likely be some areas that were affected by this. Okay, I'm getting notes, I-20 and Highway 80, that we did have a confirmed tornado on the ground earlier. I don't want to misunderstand my messages of what I'm getting here. Let me pull this up.
I think a new warning just went off. I hear the alarm.
I have not gotten a new warning if anything has been issued as of yet.
Maybe it's a little slow.
Let's see. All right. Tornado warning, Lauderdale until 8:30. All right, we just got
tornado warning.
Here we go.
No.
All right. Again, let's pull up radar here. This is a serious matter here. If you're in Lauderdale County, you need to seek shelter now. As we update, we're now under a tornado warning, and we need to join Twin States News. If we will join Twin States News now for breaking weather. I'm going to send a official text to make absolutely sure that everybody's on top of this. This is as we pull this up, let me pull radar up here. Madison, if you could make contact with them for me to make absolutely sure that they're aware of what I'm doing.
Yes.
If you'll do that for me. All right, here's what we got. Tornado warning in Lauderdale County. Again, let's go back and read what I've gotten. And this was just a few moments ago. This was confirmed on the ground.
Let's see, do we know where?
Let's see, on I-20, on the ground between I-20 and Highway 80 is what we had right there moving toward Lauderdale County. So we could have more extensive damage than we've realized out of this Newton County. It took a little bit of delay before they threw this up. But our watch box area, if you're in Lauderdale County, you need to seek shelter now. As kids get ready to go into school, if you can hold off, if you're at the school, you would need to go in and seek shelter where they are at the school. If you're waiting in line, you don't need to wait around on this. We don't want anyone hurt. If you're traveling, you don't have to. Get to your safe space now if you're in Lauderdale County. And this is taken in pretty much the entire portion of the county as we look at this, as it comes across. These are bad storms that have virtually tracked I-20 all the way across this morning. These storms, as we look at this, and again, we've numerous warnings in the Bailey area. Arena, as we look at this, let me look at some of these comments and talk about what we've got here on radar. The county, as they fire off with this, will have definite all over the county these go off. I-20, this would be around Hickory in these areas here, south of I-20 on 80 here, is where the area there on I-20 that is on Highway 80 that is blocked. I've had several questions about that. As we look at this, Nellyburg, let's zoom in on here. This tornado is making its way toward the Nellyburg area. These areas here, out here near Owls. This area here is where this storm is making its track, right across in this area here. So, safe space immediately. Do not wait around. We want you to be in your safe space. If you're anywhere on this map, let's look at this as you move into Lauderdale County, as we go down to Stuckey's Bridge, all the way over to Wynot. This is where we're looking at, right in this area right now. Seek shelter now. Don't wait around. These areas do include all of Highway 19 as we got the back end of this storm. As we look at this, as it comes into, here's Hookston as we look at this. Very much a storm there. We've got more stuff to the south of us as well that we're going to be watching. Sicalina, get to your safe space now. If you're out here around Freeman Tractor, you need to seek shelter now. Just east of Chamberville, anywhere over here by the lake. We want you up here near Collinsville as well, near the Piggly Wiggly. These areas, you need to be in your safe space, and this includes all of West Lauderdale High School, elementary, out by Chet's Paint and Body as it makes its way across the county. This western edge is what we're watching here, this Highway 19. Right along in there is where the storm has been indicated on radar. A large area that we're watching. We want you to be absolutely, if you've ever listened to me before, pay close attention on this. Don't wait. This is not something we want to play with. Make sure that you're there. I've talked many times, your space is the lowest level of your home. If you're in a mobile home, get out of there. Hopefully you've already done that as we watch this. I had several questions about that last night of where to stay. Karen Hurd, Pine Springs area, most definitely get to your safe space now as it comes across. We're watching this very closely on this because this was back in this area here, the last report that we had that we were watching here. All right, let me hold up here and check another area. And again, we're live as we watch this. Salem Church Road, getting reports of damage there. That's Jefferson County. I'm just checking all the areas around. We'll be checking with Lauderdale County Emergency Management here in just a little bit for reports of what they've got this morning, of what they're showing. Now, let's pull radar back up where you're up to date on everything that I'm seeing in front of me. This is a very slow-moving storm as it's come across. This storm is one of the most dangerous as we've gotten in a while.
It's even worse than the last 2 weeks?
Well, it ranks right in there with it because we know that we've got damage already with this. As it's come across this corridor right through here. It's followed this area here. Mm-hmm. Even right here at Meehan. This is going to be the around the volunteer fire department area there. Y'all need to still be in your safe space as we watch this. Let me see if I've gotten any new updated messages on this. No, there's nothing new on that. We're still watching this. All right. Let's go to this western edge of this and look at these areas. Now, this is going to make its way across the county. Although you're on this eastern side over here right now, and you probably don't have rain. And you're going, well, why should I? This is one of those thunderstorms that's rain wrapped. This tornado. You're not going to be able to see this thing miles off. It will be on you before you know it. See, anywhere in this area here, we're going to treat this as if there's one anywhere near you. Southeast area, you absolutely need to be there. Lost Gap area, yes, you're under this. Here's our this red line right here is our tornado warned area, right there. Now let me do another update while we're live following this. As we turn that off and I turn it back on, this is the latest that we have of where our locations in this tornado warned area is today. All right. Right here is Meehan. Y'all know where I'm talking about there at the Volunteer Fire Department. This is 80 West. Right along in here, all of this area is blocked. You can't travel it because there's large trees all over the road. We've had damage in that area. Confirmation of tornadic activity there. We follow this along. This is Highway 80 here in the Meridian out to the Lost Gap where the jail is. This is in the warned area. This area right here, this takes in Goodwater Baptist Church. Y'all are under this warning. This goes right down to where Dunn's Fall is. If you're in this area here, you see this dark area here? This is where that rain is moving across. It's bad. It's a lot with the storm.
Someone is asking, do they have time to leave their mobile home? Would that be the best to leave or stay?
I can't make that call for you. If you haven't already left, you need to get to the safest space where you are. A mobile home is not the place to be. And if you're ahead of this storm, I don't know where they are. Windsor Road area, you need to take absolute cover immediately. You can't, if you see a tornado, you cannot outrun them. Seek shelter there. If you can't get anywhere, if you're driving a car, the ditch is the safest place to go to. Interior of your home, stay away from windows. Do not get within this. Do not open your windows. That will make the situation a lot worse.
In your bathroom, in the bathtub.
A lot of people do that.
The center of your house, if you don't have a basement, like under the stairs, or just in the hallway of your house, just stay in the middle of the house.
Right.
If there's nothing else that you have, just the middle of it will be the best place for you to be at.
Now, let's look at our areas here. We just got an updated line of this. This is where we were watching this area right along here. We've got it updated from the National Weather Service as this moves northeasterly. See this line? This is going to be right at Lost Gap. Excuse me there. This picks up just east of Stuckey's Bridge. Our tornado warned area does take in Dunn's Fall, and we'll follow this line right crossing Highway 80 right here. Here's the jail right there. Y'all know where that is at the prison. It's going to cross Old Highway 80 West, and this will now be just a little bit back from Nellyburg. Here's Walmart as you come across right here, and this is going to be Chandler Road. Right there is where the storm line is cut. It crosses Highway 19, and this will cut across. Here's the country store. This is a straight line from Highway 19 to North Lauderdale Water Association. If you're at North Lauderdale Water Association, anywhere on that road, you need to be in your safe space all the way up to Daleville. Right here around Covington Fish Farms. We cut across here to NAS Meridian. NAS Meridian needs to seek shelter. All of this area here, here's Lamar School. Y'all need to be in your safe space. If you're watching from Lamar School, seek shelter now. Do not wait around on this. All of this area here on down North Hill Street. You've got Northcrest Baptist Church. All of these stores through this area, all the way out here to Rainbow Lakes. Be ready. The immediate danger is on this western side right here. We take up from Clarkdale School here, right up to the Evangel Temple. These areas right there is what we're watching, where the storm is now. Now, it's making its way easterly. If you live over here at Tumsuba, it's not to you yet, but you've got time to make your plans and get out. It has been issued. Make sure to go to your safe place now. Now, have we gotten any more comments?
They're asking about Cozyville area, southeast area.
Absolutely. If you live in those areas, seek shelter now. I noticed that somebody brought up DeKalb. DeKalb is not under a tornado warning. Only Lauderdale County at this point. There's a lot of rain up there, but it's not a warning. This is what we're focusing on right here.
What would you say about the Bailey area?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You need to seek shelter now if you're in Bailey. This takes in, as we look at this, here's the Bailey area right through here. And depending on which side of Bailey, this is Center Hill right here. This is going to cut up right along in here around the Bailey. This is too close for you to ride here. If you live out by Hughes Telephone Company, the old building there, you need to be in your safe shelter there. Because tornadoes, although this line is here, this is an invisible line. It can be on either side of that. If you're anywhere near that line, be sheltered. Northeast High School, you need to be in your safe space. Don't wait around on this. Don't take this lightly. If you live anywhere there, Briarwood Road, those areas, get to your shelter now. Downtown Meridian, around the hospitals, all of this, right there. We watch this carefully.
It has not cleared in the Nellyburg area.
as we've seen. It's not, as we look at the threat level, it is starting to pick up a little bit. Not as bad as it was. Let's turn off this where you can see this.
Does Mama need to take?
Do what's that?
Does she need to take kids over there?
No, we're good. Okay, that it's east of where we are at this point. Madison was asking if we needed to evacuate our room here. It's east of where we are. We're good here. The threat seems to be weakening, which is good. As you'll look at this, that line there. We look at Clark County, a lot of rain here, but we are still under this tornado warning until the National Weather Service backs off of this. We don't want anybody to go, well, this is over. With any storm, anything, this is Mother Nature that we're dealing with. It can happen at the blink of an eye.
Anything could change, honestly.
Yes, it could. We're still in the, and again, this is going to last until 8:30 this morning. So we got 33 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as we watch this. All right, our box. All right, let's see here, 7:57. Let me do. I'm going to do another update on this, and then we're going to check messages to make sure that I haven't gotten anything else new on this. Severe rain in Clark County. I'm getting notes of that as we come up here. As the rotation that was in the Nellyburg area has dissipated. That's good news. Very much. All right, as we look at this, making sure we don't have anything else that is mentioned there. Let's go back to radar and pull this up where everybody can see what we've got, our latest round of radar images as we bring this to you.
Well, someone said the line of storm is around them and the 0 area is getting hit hard.
It has. The comment that Jennifer Embry asked about tornadic activity there around the airport. What we were looking at was that Highway 80 area just west of the airport was the last reports of damage that I got. That was going to be trees down in between Highway 80 from Meridian over to Newton County. We'll find out more in just a little bit.
Another tornado warning for Lauderdale County.
Brand new in there, you say there. Say that again now.
Tornado warning for Lauderdale County, a new one.
All right, let me do an update here and see what we've got. It hadn't popped up on my side here. All right, what we're being told here, radar indicated for Lauderdale till 8:30, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Marion, or near Marion, moving east at 50 miles an hour. That comes out of Jackson is what we've got, and that goes with radar. Let me make sure we're staying on top of the very latest that we have. Let me make sure I didn't get anything new with that. I don't believe there was a new warning. I think there was an update to the warning that.
You think so?
Yeah, that we already had is what that was. And what they've done is they've moved this further east. Let me show you what the National Weather Service has done here. Again, the downtown area now is in the clear in Lauderdale County. Tornado on the ground, sirens going off, and school bus on road. We're getting reports of that. So if you're in this area here in the east side of the county, we want you to be extremely careful. Let's see here. Let me send a text here to EMS. Make sure we don't have any more damage that I'm not aware of. All right. I sent that. We'll get reports.
Someone's asking, they're on 28th Avenue and 19th Street. Are they okay, or should they seek shelter?
I would stay in my safe place at this point. Now, let's dig into this and show you where everything is and give you some points to where you are in relation to where this the tornado warned area is. Now, we still got rain on the western side of Lauderdale County, all the way from Meehan through downtown Meridian, where our line cuts across now. All right, let's go here. Clarkdale High School, right there, a few feet away from Clarkdale High School. It's going to be where the Super Red is. That's where that line is. This goes northeasterly across the county. Right here is the Evangel Temple. It's going to be just east of there where the tornado warned area is. Now, this will include these areas here. If you're at the Long Creek Volunteer Fire Department, that area there. If you're, as you zoom in on this and you get out Crescent Lake, if you're there, you need to be in your safe space. We go out of this Fisher Road area. Be in your safe space. If you're out at Cliff Williams, if you're out by the Girl Scouts, please get to your safe space. As we've had different reports of debris in different portions of the county. Kemper County, there are no warnings for you at this time. Debbie McRae asked. No warnings there. Now, if you're leaving Sam's, if you're downtown Meridian, anything east of Sam's toward the Alabama line in Lauderdale County is under this tornado warning. This will cut right up here at Marion, just past the four-way stop. You got Lockheed Martin sitting right here. This is going to be a few feet past the intersection. If I'm not mistaken, there's a church that sits off about right there as you're going up. So just east of downtown Marion, and we follow this all the way up. This is Highway 45. This is where the old cotton gin set, right there. East of, across the highway from there, over at Tompton, under this tornado warning. Lockhart. Anybody that lives on Minnebucket Road, you are still under this tornado warning as we follow this. We go due north all the way to the county line. Now, here's NAS Meridian. The main gate is not involved in this, but the airstrip, Chris Reed, our former Man of the Year. Actually, he's still Man of the Year still. If y'all are at work out here at the base on the airstrip, you are still included in this. We're going to take in all of Lauderdale, Mr. Ralphstown, as we call it. Dalewood, to this, all the way to the county line. We're going to come south and follow this straight down through Wynot. All this area that we had damage of last week is under this tornado warning. And again, this will go out. Let me turn back on my pin pointer as we look at this until 8:30. Now let's look at the winds that are involved with this. Let me go over here and pull this up so we can see this damaging winds that's involved with this storm. If you'll see this, all of this green area is high-risk winds that have come across. You see the different is we've had some very serious winds go through that downtown area. As we look at this, where the tornado warned area is now, not as bad as it was. When this first came into the county, it was a lot worse than the winds are now. So that part is lightened up. That's what we like to see. And hopefully this will just kind of fade away. Now, I had a question about 493. Let's turn off the winds so we can see a little bit better. This is our warned area. All right, here we go. 493, we had a question about this. This is going to be now the 493 area is out of the watch box area. The storm is east of there. MCC is in the clear now. That is, the storm has moved east of MCC. It has moved east of Lamar School. This is Marion right here, Lamar School. Y'all are out from underneath the gun. Russell Christian Academy, still under the gun. Y'all need to be in your safe space there. This line follows right. This is going to be where Sam's is. If you were standing in Meridian at the interstate and you stand in the middle of Highway 19, you can see Sam's. You can see behind you the crossroads. Anything that is to your right, if you were looking at Sam's, is still under the tornado warning. Anything to your left, back toward downtown Meridian and I-20, is out of the watch box area. Now, as you get down, we follow this area here, our friends that are down here, and we watch this east of town. Let's go down and take a look at this. This is going to be Highway 45 right here. This is the Evangel Temple. We follow Wolf Springs right up in here. Right there is going to be Mathis Peaches, just north of there. And again, that line begins at Lauderdale County. This is too close to Clarkdale. To go, okay, y'all are just 100%. It's too close on that as our line has not moved across. Anything can happen. I do believe it is a little north of there, but we want to still keep you in your safe place if you're in this area here. Now, let's see here. We had an update at 8:04. Let's do a hard update with radar.
So you would say North Hills and like Pine Springs is okay now?
Yes.
They're out of that area.
Okay. Yes, they're good. All right, we've got our update Any other questions that we've had that I didn't see, Madison?
The West Lauderdale Elementary area.
Right. Yeah, West Lauderdale Elementary is out of the gun at this point, which is good.
What would you say what school is under this warning area?
Russell Christian, and then Southeast High School is still in this. Southeast High, Southeast Elementary. Right here, and I had a question about this. Here sits Benville. This is going to be Southeast right here. Right there. That's still under the gun. Y'all are not out of the area just yet. And again, this tornado warning has roughly 23 minutes remaining on this. Collinsville, Raven, you're good in Collinsville. That is out of the area there. You don't have to worry about that. Northeast Elementary is past that line. Everything that's on the west side of town is good. MCC, all of that area, the danger is past on that. Now, there's still rain as you'll look at this throughout that area, but the tornado warned area has backed off on that.
Yeah, the only places to worry about is Southeast and Russell. Those are the only two ones that are under a watch.
Yeah, I don't know of any other school. Now, there may be some Head Starts. There may be some daycares on this side that I'm not aware of. If you're in eastern Lauderdale County, in those areas and have a daycare, you're not out of it. But as far as public schools and academies, the only two that I'm aware of would be Russell and, as you just said, Southeast Elementary and High School, all those areas there. Mm-hmm. All right, as we look at this, NAS Meridian, as we were looking at radar just a minute. Hey, Miss Brittany, if you are around the main gate, it is passed. But this area, and let's go up here and look at NAS Meridian. Here's NAS Meridian. This is the main gate. This is all of this area here at NAS Meridian where you've got the landing strips. All of that area is still under the tornado warned area, all the way to Highway 45. Let's zoom in on this as you look at this. This is Fuller Road at NAS Meridian. On this eastern side here, all of that is still under a tornado warned area. Skip Road just east of you on that eastern side right there. That's NAS Meridian taking in all of that area. This road right in here is called Clark Road within NAS. You're still under a warning there that has not expired. And let's see here. All right, they've just upgraded this. That area is out of it now. We've got just a small portion now left of Lauderdale County that is still under this tornado warning. Let's get into this and look where we are. Southeast, you're still under this. As we look now, Russell Christian Academy, you are out of the gun. That is out of the tornado warned area now. We're going to start at the corner here. Here's the people that we're worried about here. This is going to be the Cozyville area. If you're at the Cozyville store area, anywhere near in there, still tornado warning for you. Takes in Southeast, the Dollar General, anywhere in there, the Boy Scouts of America. If you're there, make sure to seek shelter there at Camp Bonacci. Why Not Motor Sports Park? If you're out with Rodney, anywhere around there where the volunteer fire department is across the street, you're still under this warned area as we look at this. Enterprise is not under a tornado warning. Marion is in the clear there. Yes. We go up to Tomb Suba. Now, this is going to be right there is Tom Bailey Lake. This is going to be just east of Tom Bailey Lake. As you zoom in on this here where you get off at the interstate, where the store is, that is still under a tornado warned area. Melvin Swain Road, Will Garrett Road, you are still under a tornado warning. Smith, all of this area out here to Simmons Wright store, under a tornado warned area. And this will go up, now Dalewood in the safe zone. It's still raining at Dalewood, but starting to see some better times for Dalewood. You'd have to be on the eastern side of the lake. And let's zoom in on these roads here. Here's the lake right here. This would be the backside. Here's Lauderdale. As we look at this and we zoom in on these roads here, this is going to be Cuba Road is where this is. This is under the tornado warned area. Kewanee Road. That is under a tornado warning still. We follow this north across the county. And again, a lot of this area is going to be the rural route. There's some folks that live there. Billy Bell Road. If you live on Luther Ray Cobb Road, you need to be in your safe zone. Raymond Cobb Road. Bunch of Cobbs out there, isn't it? Oxford Road. Maybell Bond Road. If you live on Rutherford Road, Oxford Road, all those areas there still under a tornado warning. We go up here and we find this O.J. Wild Road, Seek shelter now. This is here in Lauderdale County. And again, it's just that northeastern corner here as we follow this to the county line. It is raining still cats and dogs at Lauderdale, Mississippi. We're starting to see a break of the rain here at Northeast Elementary. We're seeing it move away from the high school. And when you get from Northeast and you come down to Cotton Gin Road, when you get to Highway 45, that's where that rain is there.
Someone had a good question. Is there any more weather coming after this round? Is there any more else?
We're going to have a round tomorrow, yes. What we look at, let's just show the big picture here of what we've got here. This is all broken up. We've got some rain showers that are out here. We could get some more rain with this as it moves across a little bit later today. Now, as the National Weather Service tells us, we're under the gun. We're going to keep this to keep a weather eye out until about 11 o'clock. We just got a new warning to the south of us. New tornado warning has been issued for Wayne County, for Wayne Academy. Right in there is where a new tornado warning has been issued there. If you'll look at that, this is that storm that we were watching down in Hattiesburg in that area. But that is under a warning now. So if you're in Wayne County, seek shelter now. And this will make its way on into Alabama. It doesn't look to be a threat anywhere else but to Wayne, and it's moving easterly. As you'll see there, they've already issued a warning there for Alabama until 9 o'clock also. We'll watch that. Clark County is getting pelted with rain at this point. You are under severe thunderstorm warnings. Although this is not a tornado warning, still a lot of rain involved with this. Did you have something to
the morning show.
Well, we're going to keep on with weather right now as we keep going with this. And Candace will join us here in a little bit as we keep tracking the weather. Tornado warning here still for Lauderdale County as we look at this. Kemper County, you're not under anything if you're watching us from Kemper County, but you are getting a lot of rain. As we come down with this, we've got two warnings. Let's look at the big picture of what we've got here. Let's turn off these locations. I'm going to turn off radar where you can see a second here of what our warnings are. This is the threat that we've got right now. We've got Lauderdale County and southward down through here, and as you can see, it's making its way toward Alabama, these areas here. We want you to be well aware of it. Now, we've got rain out here that we're watching here, and we'll be watching it throughout the day as well as it comes about. We got some rain here to the southwest of Jackson in Alexandria, Louisiana. Hopefully that won't cause a fuss later on today. A lot of wind involved with that. Now, we go back into Lauderdale County, and it's still going to be under this warning until 8:30. So we have 16 minutes remaining on this warning. Now, we're all under a tornado watch. Let's see here. Make sure that as we look at this, tornado watch until 11 o'clock for Clark County. Lauderdale County, as we look at this, the tornado watch also will be until 11 a.m. as well. So we've got roughly 3 hours left on that. All right, we're still watching this tornado warning here in Lauderdale County. Let's see here.
Well, they said Clarkdale High School has their kids in the hallway, which is the best place that they could be in this type of weather.
It is, and
in the hallways.
As we look at this now, the threat has been lifted for Clarkdale. If you're there at Clarkdale, you are safe. Lisa, how are you doing there down at Mathis? You're in the good, right along here. Mathis Peach is in this area right there. It's just east of you. All of this storm, even the severe thunderstorm warning that was in northern Clark County, has moved eastward. So if you're here out right there, if you're over by Snell Volunteer Fire Department, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30. Also right there at the Energy Church, all of those areas. We've had a bunch of lightning through there. Flash flood warning for down at Southern Miss if you're in that area. Now, again, we're still flashing this. This is not, I think they're going to let this ride out until this plays out here. Another 14 minutes now remaining on this. But let's look at our heavy rain. If this is your first time to join us with weather, thank you for joining us and being a part of this, whether you're watching us here on Twin States News or you're watching us online. Always remember that you can find us online very easily at Scotty Ray's Weather, or you can find us on YouTube. You can also join us there on YouTube and watch under Sam Media Network. That's SAMEDIA. All right, let's look at our watch box and look at these roads of where we've got heavy rain. As we look at the west side of Lauderdale County, all this area out here at West Lauderdale, the rain has broke. Down around MCC looks good. We pick up rain just past the hospitals. Joe's got a little rain there at SMI Automotive on 22nd Avenue, right there where the Children's Museum is. But after you go past that and you get up here by Walmart and Sam's in that area, and you go right past where Bonita Lakes is, that stretch in between there and out where the Ag Center is the rain's going to pick up. We've got rain showing up here right here at the big church. Can't miss the Evangel Temple there. Rain up that big hill there as you go toward Twin States News and top of the hill there. Now, just east of there, if you're on Highway 45 from Wolf Springs around through here and Crescent Lake, these areas here, it's still, look at the rain there. Heavier right there at that intersection at Cozyville. And this is going to be where the store is, where you stop there to get your stuff. Yeah, Maples right there, that's where that is. Now, we come across heavy rain all the way out here to the Girl Scouts. Southeast, you're not out of this yet. I don't want to call Southeast High School out of this. The line is right there at Southeast High School is where this is. So if you're still at Southeast High School or you're at Southeast Elementary, remain put for another few minutes. Let's wait this out. Let's don't, this is too close to the line. If you're still in this area of Why Not, you travel Highway 19, these areas here. We want you in your safe space, all the way up through Tumsuba. Now, it's going to be east of Rainbow Lakes. That's in the clear now. Right there is Tom Bailey Lake. If you live on Tom Bailey Lake, you're in the clear now. But as you get right there at the interstate, cutting across there at Smith, all of these areas here, out to where the store is at Simmons Right. That is still under this tornado warning. We want it to be well known this is still there. We don't want to say, okay, because it's not.
And if y'all have any damages anywhere, please send us some pictures and let us know where, so we can tell others if there's tree down, blocking any areas or anything. Please let us know so we can tell everybody.
Absolutely. All right. As we look here, now I have not gotten, I assume that's what Hunter was asking, I have not gotten reports of any damage in the southeast area. No one has texted me that information at this point. So I'm assuming, all right, as I just got from Lima, they have no reports of any damage. So that is good. Now, it doesn't mean to say that we won't have something brought up a little bit later on, as we do know that there's damage in Newton County just out to our west, right along in here, which is good news there. All right, let's see if I can. I was going to try to do any updates, Madison, that you see that I have not covered.
Just a lot of people saying it's quiet in Vindmill. A lot of wind and rain heavy in Sanel, I think. Someone said they got another tornado warning for their phone for Meridian, but that could be a late
that would
alert.
Probably be a late.
It's quiet on Cozyville Road by the train overpass. It's very calm over there.
That's good. So things have calmed down a little bit there.
Yes, thankfully.
All right, let's see here. I'm getting some things connected over here, and let me see here if I can get somebody to join us to discuss everything.
Let's see. 0 is calm, so most areas it has finally calmed down, and you can actually see outside.
Yeah, that is thankful as we watch this. All right, now, our watch box that we're watching is still right where it was. No change in that at this time. We're watching this for another 10 minutes is what we're doing. We're not going to bail on this just yet. We got 10 minutes to watch on this storm still in our warned area. As we look at Clark County, that eastern side of Clark County still does have that thunderstorm warning. We don't have a tornado warning for there, which is good. We don't want any more tornado warnings than we have to talk about today. All right, as we go up here, and let's look at our areas here. This, again, we don't want to call it for southeast yet. We want you to remain where you are and stay in your safe place. All right, I'm going to...
Yeah, they're saying it's pretty still pretty hard in Wynot right now.
Yeah.
It's raining hard, the wind is pretty.
That has not backed off any.
Yes.
But, all right, I'm going to try this here and see if we can't raise somebody to talk with us about what they know at this point. Raining hard, why not? We're getting the comments on that. And this is our area that we're doing here. And, Odie, if you can hear me, we're going to go live and have you join us. Are you with us there, Odie?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
You're live with us on Twin States and also here online. What have you been told about the areas across Lauderdale County? What do you know at this point?
We started out, we were tracking some systems coming into Lauderdale County, and I actually received a call from my counterpart over in Newton County, and they had visual on a tornado that was entering Lauderdale County between I-20 and Highway 80. That system did come into Lauderdale County. We have not had any reports of any kind of damage. That fairly dissipated. Then we had another system that was coming through Nellyburg, Tucalina, the Collinsville area, and it finally moved through. The storm is traveling pretty fast, which is a good thing. We were able to hopefully get by with not a lot of damage, but we looked like we were tracking right at 3 tornadoes inside Lauderdale County there for a little while.
Now, let's talk about, as the phone call that you got of that system that was coming into Lauderdale County, what do you know? Because I've gotten several reports of trees down Highway 80. Do you know about what area, Odie, that picks up of where damage is, where you can't travel? Has Newton County passed that on to you yet?
They have not. So I have not heard any particular area on 80 that has trees just blocking the road.
Okay. All right, as we watch that. And we only lack about 10 minutes remaining on this tornado warning.
Right.
All right.
So that's a good thing. And it seems like right now the only problem area that we have is going to be in the far southeastern portion of Lauderdale County, going off into Newton. So hopefully once it clears out, we'll be fairly safe. So we've got some more systems down south that we're keeping an eye on. It looks like it more or less is going to affect Clark County and not Lauderdale County.
Yeah, we're looking at this system as a tornado warning as we look down in Wayne County right now that is vicious. That's going to move on toward Gilberttown, Alabama, that area. As we look at Clark County, boy, the rain that is coming down.
Yeah, definitely. And be careful when we have that much rain and we've got these types of storms, especially with tornadoes. You may not be able to see that tornado because of it being rain-wrapped.
Right.
And that's when it becomes dangerous because you're not expecting it to be a tornado because you don't see it. And then you may get caught up in that tornado. So be cautious about rain-wrapped storms.
All right, and let me ask this, Odie, before we let you go. Is of course, if you're just joining, going, who is that talking? This is Odie Barrett, who is LEMA director here in Lauderdale County. If someone has damage, what do they need to do? Who do they need to call to let y'all know about this?
They need to call our office at 601-482-9852. And I'll say that again in just a minute to give everybody time to get a pencil. But now, once this storm passes, I want to make sure everybody knows that once this storm passes, we're not completely all in the clear because the amount of rain that has fallen here and north of us will be trying to make its way to creeks, and then we could still see flooding over the next few hours through the rest of the night because of this rain making its way to the ditches, and then all that rain from north of us making its way south coming into our area. So we could still possibly see some flash flooding in our area.
All right, let me ask you this also while we're talking. Tomorrow, we still have a chance of some severe weather tomorrow also, but am I right in saying that this level is not as threatening for Mississippi as it is to the east in Alabama?
Correct. Right now, we're not as high up on our scale, on our threat level. It's definitely something that we still want to be weather-wise and look at, but the strength of it is not near about what Alabama is going to be experiencing from that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, Odie, thank you so much for joining us and giving us an update on that. And we'll check back with you as the day progresses for updates. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Again, Odie Barrett with Lima joining us this morning as we get an update of what is going on with the weather in Lauderdale County. Recapping what Odie said, we did have a report of a tornado that was entering the county from Newton County. It was in the air. The best we know, it never touched down. We do have damage back over this way. We did have numerous reports. I have not laid eyes or seen pictures at this point, but we did get reports of areas with damage in the Newton area.
Let's look at the power outages in Wynot, because a lot of people are saying they are out of power right now.
We can do that. Let's go back here and let me push a button here and pull that up for that area. Again, if you've got damage reports or you know of damage, pass that along to us so we can share that with others. Let me hit this button here, and we'll be able to pull this up and tell you exactly what we've got power outages. We have 701 people without power now is what we're looking at. As we look at this area here, it's going to be down here is what we've got. Let's pull this up, the list of what we've got showing Clark County without power, big time. 659 people. We've got 7 in Jasper, and about 23 people in Lauderdale County is what we're showing now. So Clark County, as we looked at all those storms that were cutting across there earlier, a lot of wind came in there, and it did knock out some power there. So, all right, let's go back to radar and look at this. We have just a few minutes remaining on this as we track this weather here. Just a few minutes remaining on this. We have 2 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as it exits Lauderdale County, and we'll stay live with this for another 2 minutes until this is out of it. Our friends at University of West Alabama, heavy rain approaching you at this point. As we look at that area, no warnings or watches for you, so it doesn't look like this is going to be extended into you. Once this fades away, it will go. Eastern Clark County still under this severe thunderstorm warning. As we go south, we do, if you live in the Wayne County area, tornado warning there until, let's look at that, that's going to expire here in the next little bit at 9 a.m. So another 32 minutes, Wayne County, and it is pretty bad there. Wayne County Academy, you should be in your safe space immediately. As we start to see this wind down here in Lauderdale County. Dangerous storm approaching University of Southern Mississippi if you've got kids that go there. We've got heavy rain, and we look at this. Again, this southeast, we got 1 minute remaining on this, and then we'll release y'all and give it the all clear. But we've got heavy rain starting there at the four-way stop, or the red light, we'll call it there on Highway 19, all the way to the state line. And as you well know, once you get right there at that state line past Wynot, a very dangerous road is 2-lane. We want you to be careful there. As we go north through Lauderdale County, Toomsuba, still heavy rain, all out by the Simmons Wright store. We got tons of rain through there. Look at that. And again, about 60 seconds remaining on this as we come up. This is east of downtown Lauderdale now. Y'all are safe. We've got rain right at the county line there. Cuba Road, as we get over here, Cuba Timber. We get there. It's heavy rain there, but that warning is going to stop right at the state line there at I-20 and go out. All right, we've hit 8:30. We're going to do a refresh here and make absolutely sure that nothing is changed on this. Let me do an update here to make absolutely sure that everything has expired, which is I'm going to say that it is going to. We've almost gotten the clear on this. Yep, that has expired. Lauderdale County now is out of a tornado warning, so we lift this, and everybody is good now. This is gone as we look. That has expired, and we have no watches or warning for Lauderdale County. That is good news. The only thing that we're watching in the state right now is south of us, Wayne County. Y'all are still under a tornado warning. Madison, did you have something to add before we go back?
Let me look back. There was this one comment. It got very dark and windy and rain in Waynesboro on 6/21.
Okay. All right. We want to say thank you for everybody joining Twin States News. We will now join regular programming on Twin States News and switch back to MeTV. right, as we follow this around this morning, it has been quite the weather morning. It has been one warning after another. This all started roughly this morning around 3 a.m. It's been heavy as one storm came to another and just led across. We have had reports of out in the area there in the Newton area, some trees down. Again, if you live in Newton, as this all kind of clears and you're safe, let us know. You can inbox us and let us know about this. Do the schools in Enterprise have power? To my knowledge, yes. Well, wait a minute. Let me back up on that. I don't want to lie. Let me go back down here and pull this up. I think I still got this pulled up here, our outage. Clark County, there's a lot of without. Let me go back to the map here. Let's pull this up where you can see this browser. As we go down here to Clark County, Enterprise looks like it's going to be fine. Stonewall Enterprise, the schools are good there. We have to get down into this area right here west of Shibuda. This is where this major power outage is here in Clark County. East of Valsburg all the way to DeSoto there at Highway 45. Looks good in Quitman. We got an area just northeast of Quitman there on County Road 147 and 140, 142 without power there. As you look at the big picture of folks, again, a lot of people. Lauderdale is back up 100%. Neshoba County, 23 people without power. And we get into, let's see here, Clark is getting the power restored too. That just updated there. So better and better. So it's all popped back on there. So that is great news there as we look at this. We've got more coming up. Did you have something to say there, Madison?
There will be not another round later, but tomorrow will be about the same thing as today, so we need to watch out.
Yeah, we need to watch it, and we'll look at some coverage stuff coming up here in just a moment, and show you what is going to go on tomorrow. We'll be back with that in just a moment. Don't rush off. We'll share all this with you here in just a moment.
The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. Idaho potatoes, 8-pound bag, $3.99. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Martha White flour or cornmeal, a 5-pound bag, 2 for $5. Nabisco Oreo cookies, 2 for $7. Jimmy Dean sliced bacon, 12-ounce package, $3.99. And certified Angus beef top sirloin steak family pack, $5.29 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike and Jake have years of experience of dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back. Scotty Ray and Candace. Candace will be in just a few moments as she climbs out of her shelter. Madison, I want to say thank you for being a part of this morning and helping me out during this weather.
I do not mind it. I just looked really horrible this morning, so y'all didn't get to see my beautiful face, but that's okay. Next time you will. I'll be more prepared next time.
Madison did not find her makeup this morning, so to speak.
I didn't find my makeup. I didn't find the hairbrush or shower or anything for my hair. It's okay though. That
happens. All right, let's talk about tomorrow, and let's. As we look at what is going to happen, here's our forecast for tomorrow. This is windy. Severe storms are possible. But if you'll notice this, the threat is not near what we have had in the past. Most of the areas at that level 1, and only eastern Lauderdale County, eastern Clark County, and up the line here through Kemper, up to Columbus, these areas here are on that line where it joins Alabama. We are expecting Alabama to be a whole lot worse tomorrow. Is what we expect. And let me go back to radar and show you what is predicted as far as severe weather tomorrow, because we won't. If you've got friends that live in Alabama, they need to be aware exactly what's going to happen. Let's go to severe weather, and let me go here to day 2. This is what is expected tomorrow. Let me pull this up where you can see this. This is tomorrow. This is where you are. This is Lauderdale County right here. Here's Meridian. All right, we've got tornado warnings this morning that are moving into Alabama now. These areas here, if y'all watch this, y'all need to be aware of what's going on there. Tomorrow, from Tuscaloosa through Atlanta, all the way to Greenville, South Carolina, Knoxville, Chattanooga, that is where the worst of the worst weather will be tomorrow. It will be primarily east of us. We could get a thunderstorm or two here in the beginning, but we'll watch this area northeast of here for bad weather tomorrow. We hope everybody is okay in that area, as we'll get some more damage reports here in a little bit. And let me look at this here again as we look at our locations and what's going on down here in the south of us here. Gilbertown, Alabama, y'all are under a tornado warning still here. Pleasant Hill area, all through there is still under that tornado warned area. We want y'all to be aware of that, and that's going to go until 9:15 this morning. So weather, but definitely looking better for us tomorrow as we do this. Thank heavens. We certainly like that. We've got a lot coming up this morning. Candace will getting ready to slide on in here in just a moment. We'll join her in just a moment, so stay close. Don't rush off, and we'll do that next. As the days get hotter, Sanders Gas reminds you to get your air conditioner tuned up. Sanders Gas can repair or replace your whole unit, whichever you need. Talk to Sanders about a tankless water heater now and never run out of hot water. Find out how easy and affordable it is to cook on gas stoves. And those backyard barbecues are coming. Don't run out of gas. Get yours refilled today. Sanders Gas, since 1946, 611 26th Avenue South, 601-693-4054. Michael Swansea, your Alpha Insurance agent, truly cares about his customers and makes it easy to get you the coverage you need at a competitive price that you can afford. Michael can tell you more about homeowner insurance. Maybe you've just bought a new mobile home, or you're renting for the first time and need insurance. Let Alpha protect your family with life insurance. And as your business grows, so does your insurance need. Michael Swansea, your Alpha Insurance agent. Call him at 601-938-0123. And welcome back. Look who's here.
Hello.
You climbed out from the storm shelter?
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to have to get in the storm shelter. So, yeah. Anyway, I was down there with my mother. She was down there by herself. So.
And you have to look out for that. Mm-hmm. We had just a question here. And before we move on to something else, we had a question about the weather. Let me turn off this so I can answer that question correctly. Let me turn that off. They want to know about Livingston, Alabama, what's going on there. There are no warnings. Let me show you here. There's no warnings in Livingston, Alabama. It is a lot of rain around Livingston.
It is.
Now, you go south of there. This is going to be Butler, Alabama. Right here is what we're concerned about, Gilbertown, Alabama. If you've got friends that live in Gilbertown or Toxie, Alabama, there's tornado warnings there until 9:15. So heads up, all of our friends there, Waynesboro, those areas there, serious weather, Candace.
It looks like it, yeah.
So
I hope everybody's prepared.
Yeah.
Goodness. It is so much rain on the road, y'all, this morning. Y'all, if you have to go anywhere, be extra, extra careful.
Let me tell you something. I thought you were going to be doing this by yourself this morning.
Really?
I cannot remember since I was little that this happened to me. But somewhere around 10:30 last night, I got a nosebleed.
Really?
And it would not stop.
Oh, goodness.
And it looked like a murder scene where I was. I'm telling you, I had to go take a shower after it finally stopped.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was that far from going, okay, I need to go to the emergency room. That close. I don't know what caused it, where it come from.
Huh.
But
Did you check your blood pressure? Could be.
With what?
Y'all don't have a blood pressure cuff.
I couldn't tell you.
Need to get you one. Yeah.
If she has it, she's not sharing, is all I'm saying.
Goodness, yeah. I had one of my daughters used to have nosebleeds when she was little, and it was horrible. I mean, it would mess her whole shirt up.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Well, as a kid, I fell down some stairs, and it's generally if you get way too hot.
Right.
But I was in the bed.
Sinus junk too will cause some issues with you,
And have I ever mentioned how I don't do good at sick? Let me just tell you, I am that dude. Somebody got to
Well,
get
I'm glad you're okay now.
a paper towel there to put on my head there to take care of me there. Oh.
Yeah, so glad. That was a little scary a while ago. I wasn't real sure where there was a tornado, when they first said Lauderdale County tornado warning.
Right.
Scary.
All right, let's do this since we're kind of getting back on track. And if this is your first time to join us, thank y'all for being here. We do this every weekday morning from 6 and from 8 till 9. I was getting my time. I've been up since 3.
But you get on at 6:30.
Yeah, I come in at 6:30.
Every morning at 6:30 he does a report, and then we pop on at 8.
Yeah.
8 9 every morning.
And try to
my
tell you
phone
what's going on.
And we're live TV, so we forget to turn our phones on.
It'll be okay. Let's go back, and we do this every day. Let's find out what happened in history on this day. I love this guy. To Kill a Mockingbird was the movie that I first saw him in, and boy, what a star he was. Gregory Peck was born on this date back in 1916. He had one of those great voices that you'd recognize anywhere. I liked him. One of my favorite actors from the past. Liked him a whole lot. Let's see what else. There's some other things that went on today. 1936, and as we just witnessed how things can happen, this was devastating in the state of Mississippi as 216 people were killed with this tornado that rolled through the Tupelo area and then went on in toward Georgia. It wiped it away.
I'm not sure about the year, but we had one that wiped a whole lot of stuff out in Meridian.
1906, I think, is the one you referred to.
Yeah, it did a lot of damage in
20-something people died.
Yeah.
1964, a lot of people thought this guy was it on a stick. And we're talking Douglas MacArthur. He passed away on this date back in 1964. A great leader. People liked him, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't serve under him, so there might be some people that go, well. 1967, I met this guy numerous times. His life was cut short. It's so tragic. Went up for a plane ride and a helicopter. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a plane ride, but Troy Gentry, if you had a chance to see him when he was in Meridian, couldn't have asked for a better guy. Good people.
And he was the part of the
Montgomery.
I cannot say that. Montgomery Gentry, the group. Yeah.
So many people knew him because he hunted in Livingston. He was in this area all the time. And people still to this day can't say enough nice words about Troy and just what a good person he was. This guy was never my style, but he did have one hit. He's huge in Texas. Texas is so big that they don't even have a country music chart. They have the Texas chart when it comes to their music. Totally separate than the rest of the world. But Pat Green, Wave on Wave, was born on this day back in 72. He was one of those barefooted people that stood on rugs, and I'd go,
Yeah.
you don't do that at Gillies. What's up, boy? But a little different. 1974, a big album would come out. It would be one of the first times that, it may not be the exact first time, but there are so few of these recitations that have been number one. But boy, when Americans heard this, they couldn't get enough of it. And I'm talking Johnny Cash. 1974, the album Ragged Old Flag was released. Strong.
The year I was born.
Mighty proud of that old flag. Not my particular taste in music, but people love this guy. Still to this day, and it's always a conspiracy about it. I've read into it, and I really did think he committed suicide. Kurt Cobain, do you know any of his music?
I don't. I didn't listen to. I don't think I did. At least I don't think I remember.
But there's a group that just think he is it, and for whatever reason, he committed suicide on this date back in 1994. They still think he is it. Howard Hughes, you remember him? That's a big name there. He passed away on this date back in 1976. That plane exists. It is the Flying Goose. Is that what it's called? One of the largest airplane. He had to prove that it would fly. It did fly once, and they put it in a museum. Cost millions upon millions. It did. All right. Did you watch this?
I did watch him a good bit. I did. He was entertaining.
He was.
He seemed like a super nice guy. I mean, he seemed like he was. He was real. What do you call it? I mean,
flamboyant? No, that's not.
No, he was
word.
just real. He loved what he did. You could tell it.
Oh, he ate it up. I'm not sticking my head in no gator. He done it all the time. And it was a swordfish or something. What was it that got him?
Like a stingray or something. The tail, I think, stabbed him, or poked him, or stung him, in the chest, I think it was, and killed him. Horrible, though.
But his TV show debuted on the state back in '97. Of course, they're still doing it. His kids and former wife still run the zoo.
I think his daughter has gotten married, maybe has a child of her own now.
Brandy.
Yeah, so, and the son, too. I think he does it, too. And they both look just like him.
Yeah, he can't deny his children.
Yeah.
As Karen and also Bill, it was the Spruce Goose was the name of the airplane.
Okay.
That is a humdinger of an airplane. If you ever get a chance to read up on that, it is good. We are under a tornado watch until 11. That will remain there. Let's see here as we look at some other things that went on this date. Oh, boy, I was glued to this.
Yeah.
What did he call those women that didn't like him? I can't remember. They had a name that they nicknamed him at the shoe store. 1987, Married with Children debut. And Al would speak for all the married men in America. So the question is, who did you like better, Steve or Jefferson? Who was the better husband for Marcy? Who'd you like better?
I never even remember this guy on
You
the left.
remember Steve?
I remember this guy with the blue shirt. The blue
Steve
jean shirt.
Steve was a banker.
Okay.
And then Jefferson never worked.
Oh.
He just
I
lived
do
off
remember
Marcy.
that. Yeah, I remember that. And he was in other things, too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe in the 80s or something. The 80s or...
But Peg just sat around and ate bonbons.
Yeah.
And
sprayed hairspray.
John said he liked Jefferson a little bit better than Steve.
Yeah.
That show was fun. Like that year when it was hot and he didn't want to fix the air conditioner, so he just went to the grocery store and borrowed lawn chairs and set up. Who thought of all this?
In the freezer section or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Happy Days. That's right. He was in Happy Days.
Yeah. He was in something else, too, and I can't remember before this. I cannot remember what it was.
It's amazing as you go back and you watch MeTV here and you flip through the channel, you go, I've seen that person before, and then you realize,
yeah.
There's so many people that did appear on that. 2008, one of the greats, you'll remember him from this role. This picture is forever in everybody's mind. Charlton Heston passed away on this date back in 2008. Wow, oh wow.
Yeah.
Like me some Charleston.
Yeah.
That's a few of the things that happened on this date. Maybe it brought back a smile or memory for a few folks there of what went on there. Hope so anyway. Let's see here. Let's take a minute and talk about our friend. Yep. Where'd he go? He's trying to hide from me over here. Talk about Chet. Talk to Chet. He's wanting to go fishing today, but it's a little rainy, a little windy, but he'll get to it. And today they're focusing on cars. And what's it mean? You can bring yours by. If you've had any kind of damage, whether you're sitting at a red light, somebody taps you, maybe you done it to yourself. Doesn't matter who did it. They'll make it look as good or better than when you had it to begin with there. They put it back, no dents. They'll color match the paint. They've got the exact specifics that can do that. Nothing worse than having a car that's two-tone. You didn't order it that way, and that ain't what you want. You can get sidetracked here. Red light, somebody T-bone you. They'll put that back. From front-end damage, all of this. That's what they do at Chet's Paint and Body. A handshake and honesty. That's what it's all about there. If you can't give a man your word, well, Chet does that. Go by and see him. You'll find out why everybody returns to him. They won't repeat customers. It's not a one-time thing. 737-2961. You'll find them there. Highway 495 in the curve. Chet's Paint and Body. Next Friendship's waiting on you there. See them today. They'll help you out in so many different ways. You'll be glad that you dropped in to visit them.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Mark your calendars for the Spring Extravaganza Show coming Saturday, April 23rd, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with a brand new location at the old Office Max building at Bonita Lake Circle. From boutique clothes, shoes and accessories, children's clothing, spring plants, jewelry, gift items. Come shop and have lunch with Jack's Sausage Dogs. The Spring Extravaganza Gift Show, Saturday, April the 23rd from 9 until 4 at the old Office Max building in Meridian. Call Becky at 601-480-1776.
Big trucks, they're loud, intimidating, and they'll run over anything in their way. I'm attorney Richard Schwartz. We won over $1 billion for the injured because we don't settle for less. Call me today and let me help you get the money you deserve. One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray Candace as we begin this day. And thank y'all for the comments so much there, passing along information that happens. Again, Highway 80 out to our west is still a mess. We don't have the extent of the detail. I haven't had a chance to break loose and talk to other folks in the county and know what's happening. We're still watching Gilbertown, Alabama. A lot of bad weather down there. Tornado warning still in effect. As we look here, just the tornado watch remains for our area here through Kemper and Lauderdale County. That will remain until 11 o'clock today. Again, we've got another round tomorrow, and we don't expect it to be as bad. That's the good news as we watch what's happening with weather there. Let's see here.
I've been up since like 3 a.m. because when it started thundering, and I mean, it was so much lightning. It was like the sky just was constantly lighting up. So
you should have called. Me and Sophie was discussing. She goes, "I ain't going out there in that rain to go to the bathroom."
My dog did the same thing. I was like, "Go, go." She wouldn't go out. Anyway,
she did not. We had somebody report something on 19. If there's anything more to that, we'll find out there. Right. Some stuff blowing around in that area. We'll check into that. They're looking at whether or not everybody that is a movie star has someone that represents them, that, so to speak.
An agent? Like?
They represent him. Will Smith's people are deciding whether or not they're going to keep him or not. Will they drop him? He's got some heat on him right now. It could be costly. Why did he do all that? We don't know.
I mean, there had to be a little instability there to not be able to handle yourself on the spot like that.
Now, what's the guy? This was at the Oscars, then the Grammys came. Is it Bruno Mars that lit the cigarette and said, "Here's something for you to talk about"?
Was it Bruno Mars?
I believe that's who it was.
Okay, yeah, somebody did. And
he lit the smoke right on stage. Yeah. And for a brief moment, they did talk about it. I can't believe he done that.
Yeah.
But he did it as a jest, and that was humorous.
Yeah.
There's probably some that wanted to throw shoes at him for doing that. Oh, boy, it's getting bad for Hunter and also for Joe.
Yeah.
Finally, the rest of America is starting to talk about what you probably already knew, that computer...
Laptop, yeah.
Yeah, it had some stuff on it. Other networks are now starting to go, who is Big Daddy? Who is the big guy?
I think they've known it all along.
They have.
I think they were saving it to use it later when they wanted to.
To ease him out.
Yeah.
There's probably a probe that will happen at some point. It will be make Watergate look little, and he will go away. That's coming, so we'll watch this. They're trying to identify who the big guy is. I think everybody knows who the big guy is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you listen to it, and I don't think you'd be shocked by it. And the sad part is the guy that turned over the computer, his life is ruined. He's bankrupt. He's lost his business because he tried to do the right thing.
Hopefully he will be, somebody will help him out.
Oh, boy.
After, if all this does come to light and it is, proven to be a true thing, I think that surely to goodness somebody will help him out.
I hadn't looked at this, but have you noticed eggs going up?
They have gone up. Everything's gone up. Milk's gone up.
Look at that headline. 52% is what eggs have gone up. Whoa. So be ready for that. They say it's because of the bird flu causing it. I don't know, but we do know that it is up. Store your eggs. Be ready for that. Oh, this is just so sad. It gives me, that old term, it gives me shivers to even bring it up. Do you remember us talking about the young lady that was mauled by the pit bulls?
Yes.
She lost both her arms and part of her colon. She came out of a coma and went into hysterics when she woke up and discovered what had happened to her. And for a brief moment, when you say that, you can almost close your eyes and imagine that moment.
Yes, I can't.
She's back. She's knocked back out. She's back on the ventilator.
They had to sedate her and put her back on the ventilator. That would just be.
We send prayers to that family. That is the most horrible thing that you could think of. I didn't know Steven Tyler. The guy with the long hair there with Runaway. What else does he sing? That Steven Tyler. He's a big musician there.
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, he's 73. Did you know his wife was 33?
No, but she's probably around the same age as his daughter then.
Folks, I can't tell you what money will buy for you. A really young girlfriend.
He has a daughter that is, I'm not sure how old
she's probably 48.
Liv. Her name is Liv, L-I-V. Liv
Is that the girl that was in the movie with Bruce Willis where they went to space? Wasn't that her? I believe that's his daughter.
It could be. But yeah.
If I'm not mistaken there. Oh, we've got somebody else that has left the White House. The 11th aide of Kamala has quit. They're out of there. Can't take it anymore. We'll follow that story to see how that goes also. We've got a few minutes, and I wanted to bring this up. This is children. This is Seattle. And you go, why? But they're hosting a class for kids that are as young as 12 to dress in drag. For $400 a week, you can send your kids to this class to learn how to dress this way. What have I missed in life?
People are so twisted and sick. I'm sorry. I just think that's crazy.
That is so. Whew. Oh, did you see who the biggest stockholder of Twitter is now? Elon Musk.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a tale that they might try to reinstate Donald Trump's account.
Yeah.
Because he is such a large shareholder, you know.
We'll see. They have to. He's also wanting an edit button put on there, where if you type something out, do an edit on there.
Yeah.
Cornbread, Nick Dowell joins us, and I want to say to Cornbread, good morning. I am glad to hear that you are doing better. Cornbread had a weekend visit to the hospital, and I understand that you are doing better, my friend. I am so glad to see that you're up and at 'em and able to text. So thumbs up, Cornbread. I am proud for you, my friend.
Yes.
Watch that old ticker. I've been there where you are. So if you need anything, let me know, my friend. Got to save your children, as Jeremiah Johnson points out there. As we go across, this is starting to be a regular occurrence with the elderly. We go back to New York City to where I think she was in her 80s. An elderly woman is the way they put it. She was walking home. She was attacked. Why would grown men attack an elderly lady? Threw her to the ground. She's hurt. They stole her purse.
They're just sick people in this world.
I know what I'm going to do tonight. I have the urge to go watch me some Charles Bronson. I think I want to go back and watch Death Wish. It was a lot better than the Bruce Willis version. Bruce Willis just didn't get involved.
Yeah.
But Charles Bronson never let you down when you watch that. Over and over, it's still good.
We've been watching the Andy Griffith Show every night.
Yeah, I like that.
Episode after episode. We're into the colored episodes now.
Oh, you've moved up. You're on up in it.
Yeah,
I saw an episode
it's in color now.
the other night where I had never seen it, to where they called Andy and the state police were passing through town, and they had an inmate that they needed to watch. And it was this hot-looking woman, and him and Barney got to fighting over who was going to stay at the jail and protect her all night.
Yeah.
And she escaped from Barney, and it was good. I had never seen that episode.
Yeah. There's some funny ones. I mean, there's some really
I like
funny
to
ones.
go back and watch I Dream of Jeannie episode and just freeze the show and go, wow.
Yeah.
She was pretty.
She was very pretty. She's still pretty.
We can't thank y'all enough. We've come to the end of our time this morning, as we'll go back and let you watch some more. What's his face? Andy.
Yeah.
He'll be coming up in a minute.
That's right. Hope y'all have a safe day. Be careful on the roads. There's a lot of water on the roads, and the creeks will be rising, as Odie said. So y'all have a great day. We'll see you back 8 a.m. in the morning.
I think Hank said that too.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: